So welcome back. I know some of you are still jumping in the Zoom room. If you are over on Facebook, please come join us in Zoom if you are able to. I put the link at the top, so just go and click that link and come jump over onto the Zoom, because today we have our biggest Thrive Live bonus, and I'm going to stay to time today. I'm really going to try. So you really, really want today's Thrive Live bonus, and there'll be no other way of getting it than being here live today. So if you're on Facebook, I won't be sharing it in Facebook. So come jump over onto Zoom. If you're live in Facebook and it is totally impossible for you to be on Zoom, send me a message. Okay, let's get into today's content. So welcome back to day 3 of our Thrive in 2024, which is really starting to bring it all together. We started with reflection. Then we were looking at creating, and we dabbled in, some marketing yesterday, exploring having real conversations with real people, getting to start thinking about what is someone's need, want, and desire. What is that equation of symptom, problem, solution? But today it's really about strategy, marketing. So these fabulous ideas that you're having actually come into something tangible, because I know we're all so similar. I'm just the same. It's really easy to get these excited, fabulous ideas and then not do anything. And sometimes we don't do anything because the idea itself can be big and overwhelming and we don't know where to start. So we don't start anywhere. But actually, it's just about breaking it down. What is the next single step I have to take? Then we take that step, and then the next step unfolds, and then the next one. That expression, the path unfolds as you walk it. So today is really about what's the next step? How do I identify with aligned action? What is the strategy? How do I actually get this dream off paper? Oh my God, we're way too treated with cats today. Lisa and Isabel and Gillian with your festive dog. I get so distracted. Mine are all around. Anyway, before we begin, we're going to start with our meditation today. So finding a comfortable seat, rolling out your shoulders, have a little fidget of your neck so that we're getting out of this thinking brain that's here on Zoom and into our body. I'm going to be working with some mudras today. Many of you have done this meditation with me before, but every time I give you a mudra, I'll show it you really close at the screen. So if you need to flicker your eyes open to copy the mudra and close again, of course, go ahead. But we'll be starting with Chin Mudra, thumb and index finger together, and just let that rest lightly on your lap, allowing the eyes to lightly close. And yet again, trusting we are here today on a day that is cosmically aligned. Today is Mercury Cazimi. It lasts for one day only. When the Mercury and the Sun are conjunct. And this blesses communication. And we're talking about marketing. Today is the first day of the new solar year. The days get longer from today. Today is the beginning of Capricorn season, which is about striving towards one's long-term goals. All our work today is cosmically aligned. And bringing your awareness down to Chin Mudra. Feel your thumb and your index finger lightly connected. And as you feel that connection, imagine you're holding the most beautiful rose petal. Holding it firm enough so it doesn't blow away, but gently enough so it not be damaged. As you bring the awareness to the breath, deepening the breath, drawing the aroma of the rose to you. And as you think to yourself, I am present. I am present. I am present. And bringing your hands into Hakini Mudra. So having all 5 fingertips pressed together, making this little diamond triangle shape. And just sit that around your diaphragm. Now pressing all of the fingertips together like holding 5 rose petals. Feel your presence, your focus. You think to yourself, I am strong. Running your own business requires you to tap into your resilient strength. I am strong. I am strong. And bringing your palms flat together in Anjali Mudra at your heart center. As you breathe into the heart center, the seat of our love, and our love fuels our service. Our work is our service. Thinking to yourself, I am kind. A thriving business is about how you make people feel. That comes from your love and your kindness. I am kind. I am kind. And rising your hands to your throat, coming into Padma Mudra, keeping your little finger and thumb together and blossoming open here. Feeling your breath in your throat, may we communicate with love and kindness, how yoga can change the world. As you think to yourself, I am open. I am open. I am open. And lastly, and most importantly, extending your arms up and out like a beautiful funnel. As you think to yourself, here I am supported. I send support from my heart to yours. You are part of our family. The Yoga Teacher Collaborative is a family. Feel the support of this family. You do not need to do any of this alone. And feel that universal support. When you follow your Dharma, you are supported. And you think to yourself, I am supported. I am supported. I am supported. And gathering that support in as you bring your hands together. Draw the hands down that center line to gather, to focus yourself. The hands settle at the light in your heart. And it's from this light, we are the lighters of all those unlit tea lights, all those unlit candles, of the people who have yet to discover the life-changing power of yoga. You have work to do. You have tea lights to light. When you're ready, simply flickering your eyes open. Okay. So we have work to do, my loves. We got some candles to light. Let's get our screen share on. Now we're just looking at, where is it? Here it is. And there's the percent button. There we go. Okay. You still get the same recap because, you know, if I could tattoo this on every yoga teacher, I would. We are first and foremost community builders, and this is what makes our job so, so rewarding. I have students in my life that I have taught for 14 years. I've taught their children. I'm now teaching their children as their children are pregnant. Okay. We are community builders. This takes time, but God, is it rewarding. You know this now. Communities are built through real conversations. Remember TED. If you're an introvert like me and you're not a fan of small talk, doesn't come naturally, TED. Tell me, explain, describe. That delves deeper into real conversations. We're having these with real people, that can be online or in person, creating real relationships. And in a real relationship, you care about what someone needs, wants, and desires. You care about someone's symptoms and problems, and you want to be able to offer someone the solution. You know, when you hear me describe yesterday, you know, want, need, desire, problem, symptom, solution, it can feel very salesy and marketingy, but it's not. You think about your friends, your family, your loved ones. When you really care about someone, you care about their wants, needs, and desires. When you really care about someone, you care if they've got a symptom. You care if you've got a problem. And if you have the solution, it is a requirement of you that you share that with someone. You know, someone says to you, oh, I'm really suffering with, you know, some neck and shoulder tension, and you have the solution that you can teach them some simple neck and shoulder stretches. You can help them be more aware of their body and their posture. If you have the solution, it's not okay to not give it to someone. And that's so when you think, oh, you know, it doesn't feel good to me when I market my yoga classes. It is not good to have a solution to someone's problem and keep it. Imagine if I said to you, I've got a really bad headache and you had some painkillers and you're like, not going to give her any painkillers. She could keep her headache. Not nice. Okay. So same with this. If yoga is the solution, tell someone, I've got a solution for your symptom, your pain, your problem, your need, your want, desire. It's not icky, my loves. It's helping real people with real problems, giving them real results. So we've done our dreaming, but dreaming is not enough. Many people's dreams stay as dreams because they don't break them down into steps. We all hear about bucket lists, and I wish I was doing this, that, and the other. Well, that's my dream to do that. Many people live their lives keeping their dreams as dreams. I don't want you to do that. I want you to realize your dream. That requires you to break things down into steps, one little step at a time with a non-attachment to the outcome. Thank you, Bhagavad Gita. So today we are looking at strategy, marketing, and promo. Where do you need help? What don't you know yet? If you didn't need help and you knew everything, it would all be working tickety-boo. So we just have to work out, what do I need help with? What don't I know? And how can I plug that? How will you attract your ideal student to your ideal offering? So the things you created yesterday, how will you communicate that with the ideal student? Marketing, promo, and sales, what is the difference between these? How to create a promotion plan. The end, I'll give you an invitation to work with me, of course. And don't forget, you have the very good Thrive Live bonus today. So let's start with that. What do you need to learn? This is a lovely quote from Maria Forleo. Everything is figure outable, other than how to say figure outable. Everything is figure outable. Okay. We are meant to grow just like a houseplant, but we need the right conditions. So you learn how to be a yoga teacher on top of having been a yoga practitioner for a long time, but you knew you had to learn to do that. Now, in the business side of yoga, there's a lot you're going to need to have to figure out. And you can figure most stuff out. You've just got to be prepared to do it. So what do you need to learn, get help with to grow your new offering? So that might be you need to learn how to build a website. You can do that. It's not, you can figure it out. You need to learn how to get a Google My Business. Google how to my business. Okay, everything's Googleable. You need to learn how to send an email marketing campaign. You need to learn where your ideal students are, but you can do these things. Someone I've known for a very, very long time, she did my teacher training back in 2017, said to me the other day, I'm useless at marketing. She's never done any marketing. She's not useless at marketing. She hasn't yet learned how to do it or applied herself. If she was doing the marketing and it wasn't delivering results, then we can go, I'm not very good at that. But we can't just say, I'm not very good at that. I don't know how to do this thing. We can figure it out. There will be things you don't know how to do that you've got to Google or get help to do, okay? So one of that is learning. How do I attract new students? So let's do some learning together. There's 4 stages to relationship building. If you want to attract new students, you need to make relationships with people new to you. Your friends, your family, your colleagues would probably already be coming to your yoga classes if they wanted to. So we have to get you in front of new people to attract new students. But then those people have to go on a journey with you from never heard of you to building a relationship with you, to you inviting them to come to class, and then to you delivering them a yoga class. Now, the other day when I asked you how many of you had done this session before, quite a few of you said you hadn't. So I'm going to go back to my normal analogy for this. If you have already heard it, bear with me. So I want you to think about relationship building, attracting new students, a little bit like dating. I have been with my husband for 22 years. If I wanted a new husband, I would have to go and meet new people. If there was somebody already in my circle that I'd replace my husband with, I'd have already done it by now. But he doesn't dance, my husband, and I really, really like a man that could dance. So, God forbid, I have no intention of replacing my husband. But if I wanted to, I'm going to have to go outside of my existing circles to meet a new man. Now, I know the kind of man I'd like to meet, someone that could dance. If you want to attract new students, you have to know the kind of students you want to attract. So say you want to put on a really dynamic, powerful, athletic vinyasa class, you know the kind of person you want to attract. So then you have to be in those places that those ideal students are. So if I want to attract a new man that can dance, I'm probably not going to find them at the bingo hall. But I might find them at a beginner's Argentine tango class. So I'm going to have to pull myself up by the bootstraps and go to a tango class. And I'm not going to want to do it. I'm going to feel really uncomfortable. I'm going to feel really nervous. I'm going to feel really shy because I'm pushing the boundaries of my comfort zones. And if you're introverted like I am, you'll feel the same. But we have to give ourselves that little boot. We want to meet new people. We have to be talking in new places. So I'm going to go to Argentine tango. What about you? What are those students you want to meet? So say you want to teach a really strong, dynamic, physical yoga class. Maybe those people are runners. Okay? Maybe you could give out flyers at the end of a park run. Maybe you could have a little stall at the end of a park run. Maybe you could reach out to the local running clubs and say, could I come along and do a 30-minute taster yoga class? If you want to run a chair yoga class, you better not go to park run and start talking about your chair yoga. If you want to run a chair yoga class, why don't you go to your local library and put up some flyers? Why don't you get in touch with your local WI group and offer a taster chair yoga class? So you've got to know, who are the people I want to communicate and where are they? Let's look at some online versions of that. If you want to, say, specialize in yoga for people with chronic fatigue, you'll find a lot of Facebook support groups for people with chronic fatigue. You'll also find on Instagram particular hashtags for people with chronic fatigue. And then you start connecting with people in those groups or people who follow those hashtags. So it doesn't matter if this is online or in person, you've got to know, I want to go and meet a man that likes to dance. Therefore, I'm going to tango. Now, let's go back to that. Nervous, introverted, shy Laura has turned up at Argentine Tango. Is that enough? No. I would just hang back on the wall and look all shy, and then I'd leave after 5 minutes. That's not going to work. So it's not just enough for you to join that Facebook group for people with chronic fatigue. It's not just enough for you to join that runners group. You actively have to start communicating with people. So there I am at Argentine Tango. I'm going to have to pull myself up because it's not going to come naturally to me, and go over to someone in the room I like the look of and say, hi, my name's Laura. I'm new today. Are you? Okay. I'm going to have to go there and make that first sentence. So that's you joining a local Facebook group. Hi, my name's Laura. I've lived in this area for 10 years, but I've never reached out to people. Who here loves cats? You know, find some conversation starter. Okay, we have to start conversations. And the worst that will happen is someone won't talk back. If you weren't having a conversation in the first place, no one was talking to you. So if the worst thing is they don't talk back, well, it's no worse than you were in the first place. Then after you've started talking to people, you cultivate the relationship. You cultivate a relationship by getting to know someone. You get to know someone by asking open questions. Ted, tell me more about you. Explain to me a little bit more about your life. Describe what your day-to-day looks like. Okay? You just have to make conversation. And relationships take a while to build. We can't be too eager. I can't go to Argentine Tango once, see a man I like and say, hi, my name's Laura. I've never been here before. Would you like to marry me? Because I'm bored of my current husband and I want a man that dances. Too much. I'm going to have to go to Argentine Tango a few weeks on the trot. Same with you. You're going to have to reach out to the WI once. Hi, I run a chair yoga class locally. Would love to come in and do a sample class. They might not reply. Got to send a follow-up. Oh, I'm not sure if you got my communication the other week, but I'd still love to come in and do a chair class for your WI. And then maybe you go in once to the WI, you do the chair class, maybe you go along to a meeting. Then you've still got to take the contact details of the people, follow up with them, have conversations. Relationships aren't cultivated in one go. If you're in a Facebook group, you've got to, in your local area, you've got to keep showing up in there, answering other people's questions, being supportive of other people, being engaging. Relationships take a while. So now I've been going to Argentine Tango for 3 weeks. And I've been chatting to this same person each week. Oh, hi, nice to see you back again. I really enjoyed last week, cultivating that relationship. Then I can do the invite. I really liked seeing you at Tango. Would you like to go for a coffee? And your heart's going to be pounding out your chest, and that's okay. It's been really nice getting to know you at the WI. I really think the chair yoga class would be great for you. Why don't you come along for a free first class? You've been talking to somebody at a Christmas party. They've happened to tell you how stressed they are, because that's what everybody wants to talk about. And you say, oh, tell me a little bit more about that. And you say, oh, I know how stressful things can be, but you know what? I do yoga. It really helps my mental health. I actually teach. Would you like to come along for a class? I'd love to have you for free. Free first classes, I swear by them. You have to invite. And yoga teachers, we often stop short at the invitation. So we'll say something like, oh, I know life can be really stressful. Yoga really helps me. I actually run a class. And then we go quiet. Okay? And we wait for them to say, oh, can I come along? But actually, people want to feel invited. People want to feel wanted. So you just need to go that one step further and say, I teach a yoga class. I would love you to come. Why don't you have a freebie on me? Okay? Making it really, really personal. As opposed to, I run yoga classes. You can go on my website, you'll find a link for a free first class. Doesn't make me feel special or wanted. Oh, God, I'd love you to come for a class. Why don't you come along for a freebie? Then, and this is where I'll stop my analogy before it gets a bit weird, you delight them. They've asked my tango man out, now we delight them. Okay? That just means when they come to class, you greet them. Hi, Sarah. It was so lovely to talk to you the other day. Thank you so much for coming to yoga. I'm delighted you're here. Personal greeting. This is Molly on the mat next to you. You introduce people, you're building up community. Then you teach the damnedest best jam yoga class you know how, and I know you're great at that. Okay. And then you follow up. Okay? And this is the big missing link. If someone has come to your yoga class for the first time, try and catch them at the end of the class. Often new people will run away. So when you're having this conversation with a new student, you say, don't run away at the end. I'd love to have a chat with you. And then they'll hang around. And then you say, thank you. It was so great to have you at yoga today. How did you feel? How did you find that? Any questions? Still not enough. Within 24 to 48 hours, I need you to send them a thank you, either via email, WhatsApp, text, Messenger, I don't care. But within 24 to 48 hours, you send a brand new student, I'm only talking new students right now, a brand new student, a thank you for coming. Thank you so much, Bethan, for coming to yoga yesterday. It was wonderful to see you. How do you feel today? It's my absolute passion to share yoga. I'd love to see you again. Click here to book for next week. And let's bring that back into my dating conversation. I went to tango. I spent 3 weeks chatting to the man. I asked the man out for a date. We had a lovely date. Then what happens? Somebody has to send the follow-up message from a date going, it was so great to see you for coffee yesterday. Do you want to do it again? Okay. Otherwise, I think there's a word for it. Isn't it called ghosting or something? Okay. We can't ghost our students. Thank you for coming. I'd love to see you again. Book here. And in all the times I've been going to yoga classes, I have never received this level of customer service. Because as yoga teachers, we're nice people, I think we don't realize that we have to do customer service, but you do. Oh, I feel a bit fiery about that. Sorry if that came out a bit stern. All right. 4 stages from stranger to student. We all have an inbuilt stranger danger complex in us. It takes 4 steps to get someone from stranger danger to coming to a yoga class. What does somebody need so you don't feel like a stranger anymore? They need to feel like they know you. Okay? If you do not know my name, you don't know me. And so those of you that are still operating behind brand names, I don't love it. I'd rather you used your real name. If your real name is hard to spell, already taken, the website's already gone, you have a really tangible reason why you're not using your own name to market your business, then you need to go above and beyond to make sure your name is equally visible along with your brand name. So say your brand name, I'm making this up, little pumpkins on the screen. Say your brand name's Pumpkin Pie Yoga. Let's just go with it. I would then need you to put all over it your real name. Welcome to Pumpkin Pie Yoga. Hi, my name's Laura. Pumpkin Pie Yoga classes with Laura. So please, my loves, and when you join the Yoga Teacher Collaborative, many of you join with your yoga business brand names, and I struggle to find your real name. And I don't want to send you a message saying, hi, Pumpkin Pie Yoga. I want to send you a message saying, hi, Phil. Hi, Tracy. So I scroll through your social media trying to find your name, and I get more and more infuriated when I can't find your name. If somebody doesn't know your name, you are a stranger to them. Then next up, face. It makes people feel much more comfortable if they know what you look like. We all have stories around why we don't feel comfortable with our face. You know that yoga is about you coming home with love and kindness to yourself and others. Love yourself, get some good lighting, and take your photo. And it needs to be a clear photo of your face with your eyes open and a smile. When I can see your eyes, I make a personal connection with you. When you're smiling, I feel your warmth. I make a personal connection with you. So name and face is my minimum expectation. To really speed that up, use video. But I know that's a big step for other people. And it was for me. But you'll know, like in the Yoga Teacher Collaborative, I'm on video with you every single Friday. Even from these 3 days together, we feel like we know each other. Video. Then from Stranger to Danger, you know me if you know a little bit about what I do, where I do it, and who it's for. You're a yoga teacher in Hampshire for. I'm a business mentor for yoga teachers online. So you need to know my name, what I look like, ideally have seen me talk on video, know what I do, where I do it, and who it's for. Then the next step from stranger to student is they need to feel like they like you. Stranger to student, they like you. So how do you know if you like someone? You want to be real. Okay, so it's this blend between professional and real. You can tell when I talk to you, I don't hide anything. I don't hide my own insecurities. I share who I really am, but it's in a professional way. The professional, real, relatable. It's not ever too polished from me and really human. I share snippets of my personal life, my hobbies, and my love with boundaries. So we don't want to be sharing all our personal life. It's really important that we have things that are just ours. So then I say, have 3 to 5 things about you that you're prepared to share. So most people know I'm a yoga teacher. I'm crazy for cats. I walk every day. I love travel, and I'm a musician. That's what most people know. I've got all sorts of other interests and hobbies that I do not share. So that there's this balance of personal and private. But you need to share enough of your real life for somebody to feel like they're making a real life connection with you. So pick 3 things. Then the next way to take someone from stranger danger to student is trust. So you feel like you know me, you like me, there then has to be trust. And the easiest ways to trust is be so generous with an open heart. Give and help people with no expectations. You see this from me. I give and I help with no expectations. If we never work together in a paid for setting, I don't care. As long as I have helped you, that is my minimum. Okay. Then if we work together, that's fabulous. But give, help with no expectations, serve. And what can you give people? Your presence. Give people your full attention and presence. Be generous with your time. Care about my back pain. When I tell you I've got back pain, don't just sell me a yoga class. Give me your time. Tell me more about your back pain. Just give me that attention, presence, love. Okay, give presence, attention, kindness, and your expertise. Another way people gain trust is through clarity, consistency, and patience. The consistency is important. We have to turn up for our yoga classes week in, week out. And if 1 week there's only one student at a class, please don't cancel the class. Consistency. As soon as they start second guessing, is yoga on next week? Because she cancelled this week. That erodes trust. And then welcome. People need to feel welcome. Basic human need to feel seen, welcome, understood, and accepted. All right, so all of that is marketing. Marketing is building real relationships with real people. Sales is just asking for the business. Will you come to my yoga class? Without developing a relationship. So this is, if those of you know the expression, a booty call. If you don't know the expression, type it in the chat and someone else can tell you what a booty call is, because I'll go bright red telling you what a booty call is, okay? So a booty call is when you're just asking to do the deed without building a relationship. Most yoga teachers do booty calls. They'll go into a Facebook group and put up a poster of their yoga class and say, hey, come to my yoga class, without having done any relationship building. They do just sales. 6 p.m. yoga class tonight, 6-week beginner's yoga class starting, just sales, 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 without any relationship building. So marketing is building relationships. We build relationships by having real conversations with real people, going to your WI, going to your groups, going to a local fair, showing up at the school fundraiser, and all of the equivalents online. Understanding people's real challenges so you can offer real solutions in real classes. Building real communities creates a real business in real time. There's no fast forwarding this process. So sales is, once you've done all of that relationship building, you understand someone's real need. You understand your student's real need. Then you offer your help and support. Thank you for explaining to me about your back pain. I think a yoga class will really help you. Then extend the invitation. I would love you to come to a yoga class with me. Why don't you have your first one for free? Then make it easy to accept the invitation. I'm going to email you with a link to book into next week. Don't make people do the work. Then space for questions. Is there anything you'd like to know to help you feel more comfortable about coming to yoga? Then follow up the invitation. If that person then hasn't booked, you've been to your chair WI, you've given them all a talk on chair yoga, you've invited them all to come to your chair class, you've sent them all a follow-up email with a link to book, you then send a follow-up. It was so nice to see you the other week. Remember, I sent you that link to book and you've got a freebie first class. We'd love to see you at another time. You've got to follow up. Normally people need at least 2 an invitation and then a reminder. And then lastly, you deliver on your promises. Okay? If we want to build a sustainable business, we need to deliver on our promises. So, how are you going to action these steps? Start with the first one. If I want to marry a new husband that likes dance, I've got to go to tango. Where are you going to start building relationships with people you don't know? People in your circles would already be coming to your classes if they wanted to. You've got to meet some new people. Then this is super brief because it could take 90 minutes. How do you run a promo campaign? So this is just a little glimpse. If those of you that are wanting to put on a new course, a new retreat, you're wanting to put something new on, you normally have to create an invitation page, a booking page, a page on your website that has the information about that workshop, course, day retreat. And by information, it's not just time, date, place. It tells the person what they can expect and how that meets their real needs and symptoms. You need to create images that advertise that and write text. Feeling stressed out and depleted? Book the Transformative Rest Day Retreat. This retreat includes deep rest and relaxation, mindfulness meditation, and a nourishing lunch. You'll finish this day feeling refreshed, revived, and replenished. Okay. Text. What is it? What's the problem? What's your solution? Then you have to announce this new thing on your email, on your social media, in posters, in flyers, at talks. You have to tell people about your new thing. Then you include a CTA, call to action. It's not just enough to tell me about your cool thing. You've got to ask me to book it. Click here to book. Sign up today. Send personal invitations to people already in your network. One-to-one messages for your treasured students. Jillian asked yesterday, should I send a message to the people who did my last 5-week course? Yes, one-to-one personal invitations. Then you share further educational content about what you're offering. So say you're running a yoga for back pain course, you would then offer online, on your website, in your newsletter, educational content about back pain, about yoga, about any studies that have proven how yoga is good for back pain. Educational content with a PS. If this was useful, remember I've got a 6-week course on yoga for back pain. Click here to read more. Maybe you do a live video. Okay, I can feel something bubbling. I've got to come out the screen share. Who here isn't comfortable on video? Okay. I love you. I love you, but I don't care. Okay. Why? Why? And this is what got me over this. When I say I'm not comfortable on video, that's about me. I don't like my voice. I look awkward on video. I don't like how I look. It's about me. There are many people in our demographics that are neurodiverse, and they can't and don't want to read large blocks of content. When you deliver information in multiple formats, it makes your information more accessible for people with different learning styles and different ways they want to receive information. So when I say to myself, I'm not comfortable on camera, I say, Laura, there might be someone who is neurodiverse, doesn't want to read a paragraph of text from you. This isn't about you. Get over yourself and go and do it on video. It's about making my information accessible. Okay. And sometimes that means I have to give myself a right kick up the bum. It's not about me. Is there anybody here, and I'm just put your hand up, if you are neurodiverse and find it difficult to read large blocks of text? Okay. All right. So we've had 2 hands that go up, and we've only got a few cameras on. Okay? So that's just in us here. So if we want to be accessible, put your hand up if you'd like to be an accessible yoga teacher. Okay. We must deliver content in multiple ways: text, video, images, to be accessible. So that's how I got myself over it. All right, back in we go. Okay, nearly done. Okay, so live video with a call to action. Invite a friend. If you've got someone booked in for something, ask them to invite a friend. 2 to 3 different sales emails, the above. Always send a last chance to book unless you're sold out. Posters, flyers, A-boards. That's how you run a promo campaign. And that's, you know, if you want to put on a course, you want to put on something new and a new yoga class. Okay. So, are you ready to bring your exciting new thing to life? I honestly believe you because I have mentored so many yoga teachers, and I know we come from a place of love and passion, and I know without a shadow of a doubt we're here to change the world. We're an army. And you believe in yoga. So it's okay if you don't believe in yourself. You believe in yoga. Okay? You believe in yoga. Put that forwards, and over time you'll get more confident in you. But you believe in yoga. You believe yoga's changed your life. You have a right to have to share that. Okay? So if you have learned enough from these last 3 days to go ahead and implement, I am here to cheer you on, support you, share your wins in the Yoga Teacher Collaborative. But if you would like me to hold your hand and do it with you and train you in how to do it more, I would be absolutely delighted to do that. It is my favorite way to work. Okay. First of all, though, you have homework to do by 7 p.m. tonight for the first prize. So if you want to be in for the first prize, and it's just do the homework from your workbook, which is the live coaching call at 4 p.m. tomorrow. I will coach one of you live in the Facebook group. You need to submit your homework by 7 p.m. If that's too much of a rush, you've got till tomorrow to submit the rest of the homework to be considered for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th prizes there. Then, if you want to do more work with me, you know I do a 12-week business mentorship program for yoga teachers. This is my favorite way to work. I have been running it since 2021, and honestly, it delivers real results. Many of you have done it with me. So what is the purpose of it? It's called Fast Track to Full. So it's if you want full yoga classes with committed students, and you need to make more income and you want to speed that process up. It is if you want to attract new students, absolutely easy when you know how, keep them coming so you can get off the wheel of marketing, and really end that battle with imposter syndrome. If you want to thrive as a yoga teacher without overwhelm, without fear, and without isolation. We can do all that together with support. I am absolutely with you the whole time. Training, accountability, and even though it's 12 weeks, you get lifetime access to everything. So it's a 12-week program. The first module, we define who you are, where you are, when you do what you do, who you do it for, why you do it, and how to book. Okay, they're essentials. Then the second module, we go through websites. You do need a website. We go through booking platforms. They might be relevant for you right now, they might not. And we go through payments. How you take payments affects what kind of student you have. If you want flaky students, offer really flexible payment terms. If you want committed students, we have to get some packages in place to encourage that weekly commitment. The third module is online marketing and social media. The fourth module is about in-person marketing. If you want to have an online business, you need online marketing. If you want to have in-person classes, you need in-person marketing. We cover both. The fifth module is on customer service, the biggest missing link, and probably why I have to do so little marketing is because I prioritize customer service. My students have been with me for over a decade. Then the sixth module is email lists, building your email list through something called lead magnets and email marketing. Most of my stuff sells out from email marketing. Here's a little video because I get really shy about saying why my course is so good. I know it's good, but I get shy. So here is a 1-minute video. It's going to have to change a setting in here, I think. So here's a 1-minute video from some of my previous mentees on one word of how they felt about it. I hope you can hear the audio. Fingers crossed for tech. Okay. If you can't, it's only 1 minute long.
In one word, I would say this has been amazing. Supportive, invaluable, inspiring, exceptional. I could sum up Inspiring Moran in one word, it is community. In one word, just exceptional. Word is effective because I think everything that is said is effective and came to us. Summing up in one word, motivating, inspiring, essential, amazing. To sum up this training in one word, I'd use the word Laura because it still motivates us. It's her expertise, her enthusiasm, her passion, her absolute generosity, and her overall ethos that everyone
And I will make you get reviews too. It feels awkward, but it is important that you get reviews. Then a couple of written reviews. So here's Tim. I like this review because he talks about numbers. So Tim said, I've got the results to prove how successful you can be if you follow Laura's process. It's simple but hard work. The number of people I'm teaching is up by 40% in 2 months. And I've just smashed my best month ever for turnover. Brilliant course, really pleased I signed up. And one more, I've kept the name of this one off for privacy because she's showing her Wix payment here, but she's literally screenshotted her Wix payment, circling that month. She put my best month yet. Can't thank you enough for your mentorship program. She brought in £973 in just 1 month there. And I think we were about a month into working together. Alrighty, so this starts on the 27th of January, okay? There are lifetime access to all of the replays. It is live and I'm with you for the 12 weeks. I'm really generous with my time, as you probably know. There is a pay in full, which is £790. But remember, there's a live bonus today. Or you can pay in installments, which is 2 installments of £400. Okay. If that doesn't feel the right way to work with me, I've got an in-person CPD coming up down in Southampton on the Alchemy of Touch on the 25th of February. That's hands-on assists for yoga poses and massage training. Or we've got a yoga teachers weekend retreat in March. Again, down here in Hampshire, but it's a full weekend retreat where we do yoga for you and group business mentorship in the retreat. So there are 2 other options if Fast Track to Full doesn't feel right. Remember, you've got your homework to get in as well. I'm going to stop that screen share. If you are watching the replay, thank you very much. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'm just going to end the recording now. So I'm just going to end that.